Chapter 33. Don't ignore me. You two know each other? Ryan's expression didn't look good. He originally didn't want to bring Mandy Cooper out, but his parents had ordered him to take Mandy out more often, under the guise of cultivating feelings. This already made him unhappy. What's more, Ava was at today's gathering. Even knowing there was no possibility with Ava, he didn't want to bring other women in front of her. We were at the same school when studying abroad, Ava explained. What a coincidence. Zeke Joe looked at Ryan with schadenfreude. Immediately, Ryan's face looked even worse. He was unhappy, so naturally he wouldn't give Mandy a good attitude. Mandy, come sit on my side. We haven't seen each other in a long time. I have a lot to say to you. Seeing Ryan ordering Mandy around, Ava couldn't stand it and called her over. When she withdrew her gaze, she inadvertently met Ryan's eyes. Ava gave him a slightly warning look. The disapproval in her eyes made Ryan feel even worse. You know how kind Ava is, yet you insist on bullying your fiancé in front of her. You're lucky she's not angry with you. Zeke Joe bumped Ryan's shoulder with glee. Now that you're engaged, behave yourself. Ethan Price nearby chimed in. I think your fiancé is quite nice. Be good to her. No matter how much you like Ava, she'd never want someone else's fiancé. Ryan snorted in displeasure. Found your chance to lecture me, didn't you two? Ava. When Ava came out of the restroom, she ran into Wesley head-on. Facing his enthusiastic greeting, Ava responded with a sweet smile. My friends are waiting for me. I'll go first. Ava just greeted Wesley and wanted to leave. During this time, Wesley had also asked her out, but thinking that Wesley already had a girlfriend, she didn't want to meet him alone anymore. She had refused 3 times in a row. Wesley stopped asking her out, and the frequency of his messages had decreased. Ava! Just as she was about to pass by Wesley, her hand was suddenly grabbed. Ava frowned almost imperceptibly, then pulled her hand back with some force. Is there something, Mr. Hale? Wesley already had a girlfriend, yet still made these misleading gestures toward her, which made Ava very unhappy. She felt like she had misjudged him before. Her form of address made Wesley's expression freeze. Did I do something to make you unhappy? Wesley's throat felt slightly hoarse. During this time, Ava's attitude toward him had visibly cooled. He couldn't even ask her out. Today, a friend said they saw Ava here. He had specifically come here to find her. He had thought about it over and over, but couldn't figure out what he had done. Their last date had been so pleasant. Why would you think that? Really, my friends are waiting for me. I left in the middle of a game to come to the restroom. Ava pressed her lips together in a shallow smile. The ambiguity between her and Wesley had never been made explicit. She had no standing to question why Wesley was being ambiguous with her when he had a girlfriend. She didn't like making things explicit, making everyone lose face. I'll go first. Ava stepped aside, creating distance from Wesley. Before leaving, she looked at Wesley's wounded eyes and couldn't help thinking. She had met her match. He was an even better actor than her. The drinking session didn't end until nearly dawn. When it ended, everyone said they wanted to give Ava a ride, but she didn't dare let them. They were all drunk. She called a designated driver, but he was late. Ava stood by the car, opened the door, and took out a bottle of water. She twisted it 3 times but didn't have the strength. Ava got angry. She hit the water bottle hard against the car body twice. If you don't open, I'll throw you in the trash. Suddenly, her hand was empty. The water bottle in Ava's hand disappeared. She looked at her empty hands, about to look up to see who had taken her water. The already opened water bottle appeared before her eyes. The bottle mouth gently touched her lips. Ava turned her face slightly. She saw Wesley's face full of concern. Her mind was unclear for a moment. Her mouth followed her instincts and bit the bottle mouth, raising her hand to grab the large hand holding the water bottle, gulping down nearly half the bottle. After drinking, she even burped from the alcohol. Why are you here? Had he been out all night too? That really didn't seem like Wesley's style. I was waiting for you. Ava was stunned. What did he mean waiting for her? Wasn't her attitude clear enough earlier? Ava rubbed her throbbing head. You can speak now if you have something to say. Wesley already had a girlfriend, yet kept approaching her. This made her develop some negative feelings toward him. She hoped this would be the last time. Next time they met, a nodding acquaintance would suffice. Wesley withdrew his hand and capped the bottle. He opened his mouth, looking somewhat dejected. Have I made you unhappy? Though he hadn't known Ava for particularly long, He knew Ava was someone with a good temper. She always greeted everyone with a smile. She was also very enthusiastic about others' affairs. Now, although she still had a smile on her face, it was very different from before, as if he had been completely pushed out of her world. This realization made him feel very uncomfortable. "No, I just drank alcohol and I'm not in a good state. It's not because of you," Ava answered casually. "Is there anything else?" "Sorry, I don't know if I crossed some line when we were together before, making you uncomfortable. If so, I apologize." Wesley took a deep breath. His gaze fell on Ava's pure, calm face. "I don't interact with girls much, so I might not be that considerate. If I made you uncomfortable, you can tell me. Don't ignore me." He lowered his head, looking at Ava with sincere eyes. Ava's temples throbbed. Wesley had always been sunny and straightforward, sincere and passionate. Suddenly hearing him speak in this tone, she actually felt a bit uncomfortable. "I just don't want to get too close privately with someone else's boyfriend." Among the group she often played with, many liked her, but she never agreed to one-on-one dates. She would only go to group gatherings, for men she didn't want to develop further relationships with. Being the white moonlight in their hearts was enough. There was no need to maintain one-on-one relationships. She originally didn't want to make this explicit with Wesley, hoping to save face for both of them. But Wesley seemed to be a very stubborn person in this regard. He had to get to the bottom of things. "Someone else's boyfriend?" Confusion floated in Wesley's eyes. When did he get a girlfriend? However, this made him breathe a sigh of relief. Wesley: "Ava, I don't have a girlfriend." Ava smiled wryly. If she hadn't seen it with her own eyes, she really would have been fooled by Wesley's sincere appearance.